So I'm at a place right now where, I will not be thinking about, God's promise of marriage. And in my case, I already know who God has spoken to me about, who He said I'm going to marry, right? And just a reminder, if you're listening to this, this is not for everyone. This is for the people that are waiting for the Lord to join them with their spouse, to do kingdom work and to serve the Lord, basically. And I'm at a place right now whereby I will put it out of my mind. I'll still think of them during the day, but it won't be like my core thought or focus or anything like that. And then along will come a dream. All right. Like I'm just minding my own business. I fall asleep. Oops, there's a dream. Right. And then I dream about him, and then as I think about the dream, I start now to sort of go back to worrying about when. Lord, when is this going to happen? So it just brings me from like 100 right down to zero. Doesn't matter how well my week was going. Once that happens, I go from 100 to zero. So anyway, and then after that I have to go through the whole, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know if you can relate, but yeah. And then this morning I was praying to the Lord and I was crying out to the Lord, and I was like, Lord, this is exhausting. We've been doing this, or I've been going through this for a while now. I'm actually tired. I'm actually so exhausted, and along with other things that I was talking to the Lord about. And one of the things that I was mentioning was like, why do I have to go through so much? I already went through rejection, in my previous relationships. Of course, I shouldn't have been in those relationships, but I have scars from those relationships. And I have, the fact that my father, well, I had rather, the fact that my father wasn't present in my life. So I've dealt with rejection. It wasn't nice, right? You healed me and everything, but now this person that you've said, right, and you've confirmed again and again that this is the person I'm going to spend the rest of my days here on earth with, is not acting right. We're not communicating, like, and I've done everything I needed to do as I believe you've led me. So why would you want me to face rejection again? Right? You know my past, you know everything. Why would you let me face that kind of rejection again, knowing how horrible it feels for me and how much it almost breaks me? And then we have to pick up the pieces again. Why would you let me go through this again? And so as the day went on, I was working on this garment, and I was putting it together because I'm learning how to sew or sew or whatever. And as I was picking, right, I would put it together, and then I'd have to pick, right. So this is a picker. Oh my word. This is my picker, right? And I would pick and I would pick the thread, and then I'd start over again. It would be bad, and I would pick and I would pick and I would pick. And as I was doing this over and over again, more times than I care to like count, the Holy Spirit spoke to me. And he said, you are picking at this garment because you know it's not right. You know it's not something that you can present, where it's going. So because you know that it's not up to standard, or at least an acceptable standard to you, you keep picking. It's taking you time. It's taking you your whole day. It's whatever. But you're not satisfied with it, and you won't be until it is what you want it to be. And through that, he ministered to me that, that is what I'm doing with you as well. Yes, you're feeling this pain, you're feeling this discomfort. The rejection is horrible. It's just, everything doesn't feel nice right now. And I'm going to keep, doing this. I'm going to keep purifying you. I'm going to keep, putting you through the process until you are refined. Just like this garment that you have in your hand, you keep on, starting over and everything. You don't mind starting over. You understand? You keep going back and fixing whatever needs to be fixed and starting again, regardless of how much time it takes. So I'm doing the same with you. Okay, as uncomfortable as it is, as much as time is passing, I am making sure that you are presentable and you are what I want you to be, just like you're doing in this garment, or for this garment, or on this garment. And I just want you to be encouraged. Just be encouraged. Just know that if you're going through stuff and if you're asking, Lord, why would you let me go through this again and again, know that this is, how God refines us. It's not comfortable. It's not nice. We wish for better things, but this is how the Lord refines us until we are what He knows, because only He knows what we should look like at the end of this. And when He's not satisfied with how I look, He's going to pick and pick away until with what we are, what He knows He wants us to be. Okay, I really hope this has encouraged you. Enjoy your weekend.